Hey, I'm back and I have different hair. I want to tell you a little about this semi-square coming in tonight with Venus and Uranus. Now, Uranus is your individuality and your there's independence and what sets you apart from the crowd, and also thinking on the perspective of the collective and the entire crowd. It's your uniqueness, your eccentricity, your electricity within yourself. And Venus is your values and how you are in relationships, your heart space. And having these semi-square to each other means that they're striving for each other. You know, our hearts are striving for this sense of eccentricity, this spontaneous electric energy. We want to display this within our own individuality. Our values are going to be more aligned, or hoping to be more aligned with Uranus and themes of Uranus. We want to be special and exciting and shake things up like Uranus does, but also we want our hearts to be there with it. We want to do things that we care about. We want to do things that are aesthetic. People struggle with trying to uphold their values and their uniqueness and society's values, and your individuality against that, your values against society. There's a lot of this kind of play going on with these two signs. And you should be able to do what you want with your life and with your avatar in this game of life. Like I changed my hair. Live by your own values. You can be the change that you want to see in society. Uranus also brings on like change, progression, things like that, things of that nature. And by your natal chart, you literally are the change that you want to see in the world. You are the energy of when you were born. And you know, as new people are born, they're taking on and living out that energy they were born with. So it's only possible that as generations continue to come in, that we're going to continue to progress along with the cosmic system we're placed in. You're here to be that energy that you were born into and to carry it out into the world around you. And that will be progressive because the moment you were born is the culmination of change up until that moment you were born. And I'm hoping this makes sense. It's a hard concept for me to explain. But someone, I was talking to one of my friends, and he sent me this video, and I should have looked up who said it. But it was talking about you are the prayers of your ancestors. And I just thought that was really profound in a lot of ways. But how they hoped the future would be for their children and their grandchildren, wanting things to be better, wanting their life to be better. And I struggle with a lot of like existential kind of societal type of depression. Like is this, I think a lot like, is this really the best we could do? Like, we get to choose and create the world we live in, and this is the best we did. Like that has always brought me down a whole lot. How do you all deal with existential type of crises, right? Like, this concept was oddly motivating to me because of you're the prayers of your ancestors, and how you can see that in astrology in so many different ways, not just in this that I'm talking about today, but is you could look at generational charts, and you could look at your grandparents and their grandparents' charts, and so on, and pull up patterns out of those. But this was motivating to me because it's the feeling that you're allowed to move forward as yourself with your own value system, your own values. And not only that you're allowed, but you are destined to by your natal chart. And not only were you destined to, but there were souls before you that even hoped for you and for you to come into existence and fulfill all of these hopes and values that you would have. I mean,